Hello there, thanks for joining us. In this video, we're going to explain the difference between a work permit and a visa for Canadian purposes. Many persons wishing to come to Canada often confuse the two and believe that a visa and a work permit are one and the same. They are different documents, they serve different purposes, and in this video we're going to help you understand the distinction between the two. So stay with us, don't go away, and as always remember to hit the subscribe button and to check us out on our website at go.gooselaw.com. Welcome back. My name is Donovan Francis and I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer, and I help skilled workers who are already inside Canada and those who are outside Canada but who want to become Canadian permanent residents. I help all of these people to become Canadian permanent residents without having to deal with all of the complicated legal forms that are part of that process. Now, many persons wanting to come to Canada often confuse a Canadian visa with a Canadian work permit or with a Canadian study permit. The truth is that they're two separate things and they serve two separate purposes. So let's start with the issue of the Canadian visa. Generally speaking, many persons wanting to enter Canada, and by entering Canada we mean wanting to land at the airport and to set foot in Canada, they must first get a visa, a Canadian visa, referred to as a temporary resident visa. Now, it's important to note that not everybody who is not a Canadian but who wishes to come to Canada needs a visa. There are some countries whose nationals do not require a visa. You know, many of the European countries, their nationals don't require visas to enter Canada. Similarly, nationals from the US do not require visas, and persons from some other listed countries on the immigration and on the Canada's immigration authorities website, they too do not require visas. However, even in their cases, they require a document that's called an electronic authorization, an electronic travel authorization, or an ETA. However, for persons who are from countries whose nationals are required to have a visa, what the visa does is it allows you to enter Canada, to arrive in Canada at the airport or to arrive in Canada at a land border. However, upon arrival here, that visa does not authorize you to remain in Canada. And in order for you to remain in Canada, you now are required to have a separate document. This is referred to, generally speaking, as a status document. Now, that status document can take the form of a work permit, or that status document can take the form of a study permit, or it can take the form of a visitor record. Okay, and this status document is what then allows you to remain in Canada for a set period of time. And so if you're coming on a work permit, for instance, your work permit may allow you to remain in Canada from anywhere from 1 year to a maximum of 3 years, for instance. So that would be the duration authorized by your status document, which would be your work permit. Similarly, if you're coming on a study permit, then the study permit is your status document, and you'd be authorized to remain in Canada for as long as your period of study is going to be. If you're coming as a visitor, then you get issued a status document that's that's called a visitor record. In some situations, you might not be issued a physical visitor record as your status document, but the immigration officer you encounter at the airport or at another port of entry may instead just put a stamp in your passport and set the duration of time that you're going to be allowed into Canada. In fact, there may even be instances when no stamps would be put in your passport and you're not issued a visitor record. But what that means is that in such a situation, you are allowed, once the officer allows you into Canada, it means that you'd be allowed to remain in Canada for no more than 6 months before having to leave or having to apply to have your status extended. All right? But the critical thing and the whole purpose of this video is to help you understand that there's a distinction between a Canadian temporary resident visa and a Canadian status document. And again, the status document may take the form of a work permit, it may take the form of a study permit, it may take the form of a visitor record, or it may simply be a stamp in your passport. Or it could be just the officer allowing you in without stamping your passport, but with the understanding that you would not be allowed to remain in Canada for more than 6 months. I hope you found value from this, and as always, remember to hit the subscribe button and to check us out on our website at go.gooselaw.com.